I'll tell you what, every single year, the amount of knowledge we have when it comes to habitat improvement and deer management on a private scale, on a property specific scale, man, it is going through the roof. We know so much more about food plots. We know so much more about buck biology. All this stuff. We understand what it takes to grow really big deer. We don't care. If you don't want to grow big deer, no problem. The point is to have fun, but we understand these things these days. The thing that consistently boggles my mind, though, is how we place virtually no importance on social stress within the whitetail world. There's nothing we can do to deer to make their lives more miserable than either not give them enough food or pack them in on ground so tight. The way I always look at it is think back to when you were in high school, maybe grade school. Thankfully, these things are changing from when I was a kid. But back then, when you were getting picked on, oh man, the last thing in the world you wanted to do was go to school. Walking down those halls was a virtual nightmare. You were stressed the entire time you were walking along, looking over your shoulders, just waiting for the next round to begin. When our deer numbers are too high, that's what we're doing to deer. Human studies show over and over and over again how horrifically detrimental stress is to human health. I have no doubt it's the same in the whitetail world. Their stresses are different though. Their stresses are, do I have enough food? So that we can go ahead and help control. We can help control it by making sure that we offer a ton of food. It doesn't all have to be food plots. Mother Nature raised an awful lot of deer before food plots ever were thought of. Mother Nature has the ability to feed deer. We can just go ahead and put that on steroids through logging activities, through hinge cutting, through opening up areas to allow the sunlight to get to the forest floor. And then we can go ahead and put in food plots as well. We can fertilize our oaks, we can plant fruit trees, we can do all sorts of things to raise the amount of food that chunk of ground offers. The catch is that does nothing, next to nothing, to reduce the social stress. When you have all these deer, they're still fighting over this stuff. They're very territorial. Your family groups are territorial. Your bucks are territorial. Whitetails are territorial animals. Okay. But luckily, out of sight, out of mind. So what we can do then is we can break up this food. Natural barriers such as the creek I'm standing in right now, is awesome because if I can go ahead and put food over there and cover and bedding, and I put food, cover, and bedding over there, we have two distinctly different areas. One family group is going to mostly stay over there. One family group is very likely to mostly stay over there. We are dividing up the deer. Go ahead and take a checkerboard approach to your ground. Break that ground up into overly large sections where you offer food, water, safety, feeling of comfort, breeding opportunities, everything a deer could want in each of those areas. So now we're doing several things. A, we're massively reducing social stress. When you have that one food source on that 80-acre piece of ground, guess what? Every deer on that 80-acre piece of ground is fighting over that food source. If you have two, now they're fighting over two. You have three, now three. Four, now you're starting to hit about a sweet spot where we have enough of a concentration effect going on that we're not, you can't, if you offer too darn much food, everything's a balancing act. Offer too much, well, where are the deer going to be today? We have no idea, we have to get flat out lucky. But you hit that sweet spot where you divide them up enough to reduce social stress, but still have concentration points of low impact, high odds hunting, and we're doing that much better. Each section offering absolutely everything a deer would want, and you're going to reduce the levels of social stress. Social stress is the one thing that we just do not place anywhere near enough importance on anymore when it comes to habitat improvement and deer management. Divide the properties up. Do not get all the deer to fight over this one food source or this one bedding area. Instead, go ahead and offer multiple food sources, multiple bedding areas, hitting that sweet spot where we're still concentrating deer, but we're reducing the social stress at the same time. Do that, your deer are going to be healthier, they're going to be bigger, and frankly, our habitat is also going to be healthier at the same time. And our success is likely to go up because of it.